Roof Max of Hickory. Affordable roof rejuvenation. Visit MakeMyRoofLast.com.
Good evening and welcome into the Monday, September 22nd edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news today, a man who has been missing for an extended period of time is being sought by authorities. Caldwell County Sheriff's detectives are looking for a missing person. 36-year-old Michael Gabriel Hale of Caldwell County is that missing man. Hale's family members have not seen him or heard from him in several months, and the sheriff's office says they are very worried about him. If you know where to find Hale, call the Caldwell County Communications Center at 828-758-2324. A Vail man received a prison sentence of up to a decade along with a large fine in a case involving drug trafficking and an altercation with police that resulted in a deputy sustaining injuries. 29-year-old Daniel Austin Roney was sentenced to serve 8 to 10 years in prison following his conviction for trafficking fentanyl and resisting a public officer. Roney entered a guilty plea during Catawba County Superior Court and received his sentence last Wednesday. The Honorable Peter Knight, Superior Court judge from Henderson County, imposed terms of the active sentence after Roney entered a guilty plea, along with a mandatory fine of $750,000. Roney was the passenger in a vehicle during a traffic stop March 25th of this year. He was not wearing a seatbelt, initially gave a fake name, and seemed fidgety, according to police. When the deputy tried to detain him, Roney pushed him aside and ran away. When the deputy caught up to him, a scuffle followed, and the deputy suffered multiple injuries before Roney was subdued. A search of the vehicle led to seizure of a bag that contained multiple baggies of illegal substances inside it. The defendant told investigators the bag belonged to him. The state crime lab confirmed the substances to be a trafficking amount of fentanyl. The female driver of the vehicle and a co-defendant have charges still pending in this case. With details on a project that could result in road closures this week, here's WHKY's Ariana Mack.
The city of Lenoir plans to replace an old storm water pipe on Pennell Street. Workers may have to temporarily close the road in the upcoming week during the project. This pipe that is being replaced runs under the road between 1003 and 1004 Pennell Street, about 240 feet before the intersection of Plantation Drive and Barrington Drive. The city is removing a worn-out 24-inch culvert pipe and installing a new 36-inch pipe. The longer pipe should improve storm water drainage in the area. Contractors plan to start the project Monday, September 22nd, weather permitting. Workers should finish up in a week unless there are unexpected issues. The city will repave and/or patch the work area within 2 weeks after the project is finished. In the event of a closure, workers will post detour signs. City officials urge residents to pay attention and use caution when driving in the area. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Ariana Mack.
Thanks, Ariana. A popular Western North Carolina tourist attraction is open once again. David Cedrone reports.
All right, thanks, Rob. Just 1 week ago today, the North Carolina Department of Natural and Cultural Resources announced that Mount Mitchell State Park had reopened. The first and oldest state park in the state welcomed back visitors last Monday, the 15th of September, nearly a year after being devastated by Hurricane Helene. The park reopened in conjunction with the Blue Ridgeway Parkway's announcement that is reopening from milepost 382 in Asheville to milepost 355.3 near the entrance of the park. The opening of Mount Mitchell means all of North Carolina state parks are now at least partially open. However, several trails, including the section of the old Mitchell Trail from the park's office to the intersection of Camp Alice Trail, they remain closed, as well as the trails connecting the Pisgah National Forest to the park. Visitors should check with the U.S. Forest website for the most up-to-date status of the Pisgah trails and the facilities. Anyone coming from the east or north of the park will need to enter near Nashville. Folks should be prepared as well to make sure they have enough fuel for the 70-mile round trip before entering the parkway. There are no gas stations near the park. The restaurant at Mount Mitchell and the tent campsites remain closed. Although the concession stand will be open on the weekends alongside with the gift shop pending staff availability. Now that all of North Carolina state parks are partially open, visitors can check out their favorite park visiting the websites at ncparks.gov. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
Thanks, David. In today's crime report, details on a man being arrested for indecent exposure on school grounds. Also, details on a man reportedly attempting to break into a building by using a boulder. In local sports, Jason Savage has details on LR Volleyball defeating a previously undefeated team. In community focus, a local teacher wins big on Wheel of Fortune. Ariana Mack has that story. Temps reached the low 80s today. It'll drop down into the low 60s tonight, up into the mid 80s tomorrow and Wednesday. We will have sunny skies tomorrow, and there is a chance for showers Wednesday. For the latest updated weather forecast, go to our website, WHKY.com, anytime. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2 and now live at 5:30 on the WHKY YouTube channel. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.